I've been watching a shit ton of character AI memes on YouTube, and what they are basically, uh, the what they are is Honkai Star Rail boys or girls react to whatever it might be. So Star Rail boys might be reacting to "Please come home" because the kids miss you, and just seeing what the AI comes up with, and then the girls could be reacting to like, "Oh, I cheated on you" or something. And one of my favorite ones was from Honkai Star Rail girls react to quote, "I cheated on you," uh, and that's just seeing what the AI of the character comes up with. And my favorite response that I've seen has been Jing Liu saying, "Oh, Summer, you'll regret that." And it's just like the most absolutely fucking terrifying thing if you know anything about Jing Liu's character. But anyway, go look up Honkai Star Rail reacts, and you should find it. And also, if you haven't played the game already, you should because it's great. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Uh, let's see here. Essex in Division with a Mosfa. That's and a Z52 is gonna be kind of annoying to deal with. Uh, Only the Mosfa radar is fine. It's a 12 kilometer, but it's only one radar, so we should be able to deal with it. Shima, Sherman, Z52, and Holland for destroyers. And a Schlieffen that's also going to be annoying to deal with because it's a Schlieffen, because of course it would be. And of course this fucking Essex is coming over here. Maybe, question mark. It might be one of those dogs who goes for the carrier snipe, which would be kind of funny. Although, they could be spotting our Nakamov for that Vermont or something. That is a very fast ship going into B there. I want to say that's probably the Shima, to be honest, just based on the speed that it got there. Cause that ship got to B before I got into C, which granted I didn't take a straight route in, and I am actually spotted. I need to quit fucking running my goddamn mouth. That is a no conceal Shima, by the way. Hello? And of course the one fucking radar is on this side. We're just gonna drop some torpedoes out there. So I guess it was not the Shima in B, which is actually interesting. Fucking course. Nance does not handle well. This is actually a very dangerous position if that Shima launched torpedoes, which he almost certainly did. Yep. There's the Shima torps. We're just gonna have to try our best to speed out of the way of them. And of course, there's the fucking Moskva radar. Yeah, that I don't want to get shot at by a Moskva today. I'm gonna see if that Shima's in our radar though, which he's not. Whatever. That is really annoying. That one fucking radar is on our side. Or whatever. Got behind the island, so we're okay. Oh, the Sherman's over there as well. That's beautiful. How the hell did our Shima get spotted there? Oh, that's fucking beautiful. There's Shima on that side that ate those two torpedoes, though. He is very low. He's obviously not dead, but he is very, very low to have survived two torpedo hits. Because we only got a little bit of chip damage on the Moskva. We didn't do a substantial amount of damage to him with our guns. At least to the Moskva, so most of that damage to the Shima that we have in that corner there anyway. kind of waiting to see how this Schlieffen is going to angle, if he's going to turn in or turn out. We know that Mossfor radar is down for right now, which is helpful. But we are on a double cap right now, which is not ideal. But again, on the bright side, though, we do know for a fact that one of their destroyers is low. So we do have that going for us. It's going to be pretty difficult to smoke up here and farm the Schlieffen, though, with him just pushing right at us. We're not going to be able to stay in the smoke for very long, which is why we're not smoking up and farming him. And there's also the threat of the Mossfor radar that's going to be coming up before too long as well. Oh, and there's the Sherman, which we didn't want to deal with. We're just going to put some torpedoes out like that in case he tries to turn out and towards that island there. In case he decides that he doesn't want to be detected today. Which it does look like he is doing. No, I don't think any of those are going to hit, unfortunately. Unless I get lucky here. No. Typical. And there's the Mossfor radar. So we're just going to try and get behind this island right here to break line of sight with the Sherman and the Schlieffen as soon as possible. The Sherman is going to smoke up in our faces, but luckily we have our own answer to that called radar. As well as a Vermont and a Conqueror who's probably going to be shooting at him as well. Here's hoping anyway. That was a very hasty DCP. I should not have done that. But we are still being detected here. Despite the line of sight with the Schlieffen being broken. That was interesting. That's telling us that there's something around. Oh, that Summers just got a dev strike on the Massa. We love to see it. I'm kind of hoping that the Loria is gonna. I don't think the Loria is gonna kill the Sherman. I really don't want to have to burn a smoke if I don't have to. Which actually it's looked like we're not gonna have to, because that Sherman did get chunked pretty decently, just like that, by the Loria. We would like to thank that Loria for actually shooting at the Sherman. I honestly didn't think he was going to, so credit where it's due. Our Sommers can be the one to... no, never mind. Our Sommers is actually pretty low. That's not ideal. But it is only one Shimon. We have our entire fucking team over there. So that's not what we wanted to see, to be honest. We have a fucking Vermont, a Conqueror, a Goliath in the same grid square, and a Sommers and a Loria also in the same grid square next to their grid square. And our fucking Nakamov just sat still when he knows there's a fucking Shima around here. Jesus Christ. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure we just saw their CV being on like 3K right there. So there is an upside to this, is that they're probably not going to have a CV for much longer either. So, it's not all bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not all bad. And they are also down 2 destroyers, and we're only down 1, is another advantage. Although I'm already halved, which is not ideal. I think we're probably going to try and get a kill on this Essex. We're going to try and finish him off. Our Kleber decided that he's going to open fire on a Loria in front of a Yoshino, like probably, what is that, I want to say about 6 to 8 kilometers from an Essex. That's always a good idea. It's always a fucking good idea. And I'm really tempted to shoot here as well, but I would at very least like to know whether or not that Yoshino has guns on me. Which it is, he almost definitely is going, no, his guns are all facing that way. Hello. There's almost definitely fucking Yoshino twerps on the way over here, though. There's also a Z52 in the cap, which is fine for right now. We're gonna try and just get this cap to balance that out, and then we'll head back to deal with the Z52. I'm gonna put torpedoes out in case that Yoshino wants to try and turn south towards of the island and be cute, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that. So those torpedoes are basically wasted. Our Schlieffen is kind of getting low, but it's okay for right now. That Shima is just going to exist over there in the fucking border of the map, isn't he? We might have to deal with that eventually, but we're not going to right now. I'm just gonna see if we can get a little bit of cheeky damage. How the fuck did the Kleber get that low? Whatever. Speaking of low, their Vermont is also low, which is good. They also have, if there's one good thing about what's going on right now, is that they also have 3, or I guess 2 now, battleships in the same grid square in their spawn. So it's not horrible just yet. Slava just went down. Kleber's spotted, although I don't know if that's because he shot like a dumbass. Is this an AFT? Kleber? Shooting it? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, and that's good, because if he was, I would have had to report him for being a dumbass. And that Yoshino is going to be having Loria problems, so I'm not too stressed about that. Yoshino, he has pretty much demonstrated at this point that he's not interested in trying to actually contribute to winning the game. So we're just going to leave him to his own devices. There is, in fact, something in the cap over there. And we're actually going... Summers is not going to be able to smoke here, but... Can we get the kill on this Z52, please? I don't care if we get him or not, I just want him dead, so he doesn't spot us. And he does die, which is very good. So we've basically won the game at this point. Not a very high damage game, but it is what it is. It's also not without its fair share of ints, because I was fucking running my mouth about character AI that I didn't notice the fucking shimmer in my face. So, you know, it happens. We were honestly pretty lucky that we actually got away with that, though. I 100% deserve to eat torpedoes for that. But, you know, it is what it is. That was a fair share of luck that played into that, and I'm not going to try to act like it wasn't. So... I mean, yeah, they have all of their ships on the A line. It's, I mean, it's pretty much, it's done for them. So we're just gonna get our farm on, because it really doesn't matter at this point. My survival is no longer essential to winning the game, so I'm just going to try and get a little bit more cheeky damage on one of these battleships, while I just shatter everything. Hello? And that Loria DCP'd a fire? No, he didn't. As long as we don't get clapped by a Slava, we're fine, but... I mean, like I just said, though, our survival is no longer essential to the game winning. So, we're just going to shoot ineffectively and shatter everything. So, it's whatever. And the Yoshino died, and even if the Yoshino didn't, we were about to point them out anyway, so... You know, it's kind of one of those games where I mean, was it really a game at all? But, you know, it is what it is. Honestly, they had some pretty decent players. They had, okay, so I'm just going to say they had 2 divisions. Okay, this was obviously a very large sync drop here, but they had 2 divisions of 3 men each that were in voice comms, and they still lost. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that is on them. I mean, there's Sherman, Happy Thoughts, the Shima, Happy Thoughts, the Halad. I don't even know what he did before he died, but whatever. Uh, I mean, yeah, that's it. I will see you on stream tomorrow on Twitch. So yeah, I'll see you. Check out Star Rail if you haven't already.